Such glorious and gorgeous verticality! Is there anything better than the sight of such vertical heights? I think not. The splendor of this verticality is simply exquisite. And yes, I know this is a bit of, a bit of an old mod, but we haven't showcased it in about 5 years. So, it's worth revisiting. And, speaking of, that brings me to today's mod of the day. Which today is Caldera Mines Expanded by Team Dreamy Dremora, composed of Melchior Dog, Greatness 7, and the Drunken Mud Crab. Now, I don't think this mod really needs much of an introduction. It is a hugely popular mod with over 900 endorsements and around 30,000 unique downloads on the Nexus. But it does make for a good starting point for what's going to be sort of a mini retrospective series of our Mod of the Day videos, just taking a look back at some of the Madness mods from past competitions. Just as, we rapidly approach October 1st and the start of the 2022 season of Morrowind Modding Madness. But anyway, just, focusing on Caldera Mines Expanded here, this is quite obviously an expansion and overhaul for the Caldera Mines. Expanding and overhauling not just the exterior, but also the interior of the mines. And also adding in just tons and tons of new content, with a variety of miscellaneous quests, and even sort of a main quest line involving the 3 great houses, Hladu, Redoran, and Talvani. So regardless of which great house you join, you can play a part in what happens to the Caldera Mines, either shutting it down, destroying it, or protecting it from saboteurs. Without question, this is simply an utterly impressive mod, both in terms of the visual elements and the amount of content it adds. Though personally, I think the best thing about Caldera Mines Expanded is the landscape overhaul. Just the utter transformation of Caldera with all this just breathtaking verticality. Like, it is simply utterly gorgeous and stunning. Not to mention just a more realistic interpretation of a mining operation. For the strip mining and everything, it makes for just a dramatic, vista to come across. But anyway, I did just want to sort of dive into a bit of the history here, because this was the winning entry for the first modding challenge of Morrowind Modding Madness 2017. And 2017 was also known as the longest Madness competition that we have ever hosted. It lasted for 2 months. And those 2 months were divided into 4 modding challenges, where teams had just 2 weeks to complete and release a mod. Which means, obviously, Caldera Mines Expanded was just built from scratch and released in a mere 2-week time frame, which is just an incredibly impressive feat for the amount of content it contains, and, it has gone on to become the 2nd most popular faction mod on the Nexus, and again, it was built in 2 weeks' time. But anyway, Caldera Mines Expanded helped to propel Team Dreamy Dremora into 1st place overall for the 2017 Morrowind Modding Madness competition, just, when combined with 2 of their other mods, Legend of Chimera and Expedition to Muzzlethund. And, the 2017 Madness competition was a bit of... It has been called an endurance-draining competition for the fact that it lasted 2 months. 6 teams entered, but by the end, only 3 teams actually made it to the finish line, and Team Dreamy Dremora obviously, won 1st place, and a well-deserved 1st place at that. But anyway, we'll be showcasing just a lot of mods from Madness past over the next couple of weeks. But that's pretty much just it for Caldera Mines Expanded, so, that's our mod of the day, and as always, I've been your host, Dark Elf Guy, so, thanks for watching, stay safe, stay healthy, happy modding, and I'll See you all next time.